Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. It's a nice nightcap. I've got a fair bit of machining going on. I finished off the handle for the tool post lock on the Harrison lathe. I do a welding repair for a friend of mine, some motorbike levers. And as you can see, the Boxford lathe's gone. Two lads come today and bought it. They just took one look at it and yeah, they'll have it. It was very sad to see it go. But at least now I've got a bit of space. I can get me Harrison lathe across here and get some decent videos done. I've got an update on Debs. Debs is doing well. She's actually at work today, helping out to work. She's back to hospital tomorrow for some more chemo, which will no doubt knock her back again. But on the whole, she seems to be doing fairly well. I bought a DRO kit to go onto the Harrison lathe. Means what the Harrison's lathe is metric, and I do like to do some of my work in Imperial. So I've sent away for a kit, a company called AMS. I rang them up and told them what the other had, and they knew what length screws and the parts I would need to fit it to the lathe. What I'm going to do, I'll probably do a series of videos showing installing this. There'll be quite a lot of machining, I'll have some custom brackets to make. Might even do a little bit of casting and make a new cover for the cross slide to mount the scale onto. We'll see how it goes. Do you want to take it back off there?
Yeah.
You don't think that ball at the back, just jamming it would do.
He's a smart ass.
I'd maybe go a bit, take the saddle a bit further that way.
Put a weight on, see what happens.
Alright, go up a bit.
Well,
It's just that.
can you send the saddle down? Let it down. Keep the saddle.
We'll get a focus.
It was just. Through the.
There's a little welding job to do here for a friend. He's modifying the clutch lever off a motorbike. He's actually shortened it by about 1 inch. He wants the ball end welding back on there. I'm not quite sure what sort of material it is. I'm going to weld it with a silicon based rod. All I can do is clean it up, try and tack it together and then V it out and see how it does actually weld. Sometimes this stuff is good material, sometimes it's total crap. They actually look quite old, so it has a good chance to be fairly decent material. Anyway, I'll clean it up with a file, get a tack on it, and I'll try and get a shot of actually welding it. Aluminium has got to be really clean before you can weld it. This has got like a varnish on it. So all I want to do is tack it together, and then once it's tacked together in place, I'll file it back and V it out. As soon as I've finished cleaning aluminium like that, it actually starts to corrode and oxidises again. That's why you weld it on AC. The alternating current actually cleans the coating, the oxide film off the aluminium. I've got it held in position with the third hand. This also ensures I get a very good earth. You need a real good earth with aluminium. It's a steel bench, the bench is nice and clean, or yes, the area where the workpiece is nice and clean. I'm going to weld it with this Artec 210 digital inverter TIG welder. It's a welder I've got a lend of basically from Artec, and I'm doing a review on it. We'll power the welder up. I'm going to weld it on the default setting. The first thing you do with this panel here, it defaults to stick welding, so you set that up, high frequency TIG. We'll go up here, it's got normal setup, AC easy, DC easy, So I want to go into AC easy setup. That's a weld that's set to weld aluminium. This control here controls your ampage from 5 to 210. We want probably about 70 amps. And set at 75. Everything else is fixed. It's set up here for pedal because I'm going to use a foot pedal, 2T, 4T or pedal. None of the other parameters are actually adjustable. It's basically a quick setup to weld aluminium. We'll try to that and see what happens. Welding this with a number 6 gas lens, the 2.4mm tungsten. I'm using a 5% silicon based rod, treating it as a sort of casting. I've cut back, I've beat it right back into the original weld on the front, so once I weld that up we'll have 100% penetration right through it. That's not bad, that welded nice. I'm just going to fill in the 2 corners now. Just a little bit more build up around there. That's nicely built up, so you'll be able to file that back and dress it. Bastard's warm. You'll be able to file that back and dress it to shape. There's plenty material on there, but not too much. Very happy with the way that's welded. Very happy. I'm going to make a handle for the end of the 2-post locking lever. I'm going to use a bit of the brass bar that Steve sent us last week. I was going to put a ball in now, but I've had a brass handle on with that here for a long time now and I like using it. First thing we'll do is face the end off, drill it and tap it. The 12, I'll use a 12 by 1.5 again, and then machine a nice taper on it. I do like the clutch on the lathe. 12.5 tapping drill. Sorry, 10.5 tapping drill. Slow things down a bit. Needs the top started straight. Just cut brass dry normally. Bollocks. Right, that's plenty thread in there. I need a taper cutting on it. I'll set the compound so you have to cut a taper. Probably 20-degree taper should be enough. Which is the same taper as that there. This is a lot easier than the securing bolts on the Boxford lathe. That looks quite nice. It's all a matter of what looks right. It's a matter now of deciding how long to have the handle. On the other lathe, this one's about an inch longer than that one. So I probably want a total length of about I think I'll cut it there. That'll screw into there, and the handle probably about that long. plenty enough leverage. Cut it off there and put some threads on the same, screw cut the threads on just as soon as we did. See how much simpler it is having the handle on there all the time. You haven't got to keep reaching for a spanner. I mean, plenty of people do use a spanner. I've just got used to having the handle on there. It's that's the end that screws into the nut. I'm going to cut it off just past that tape and then screw cut it. I haven't got round to getting a proper chalkboard made. Well, Finn hasn't made the one yet. There's no hacksaw marks at all in that bed, and I want to keep it that way. There's nothing worse than marks in there. Hacksaws and dropping things. Dropping chucks is a favourite. And I'm using stainless because I've got some. I've got a friend who uses a lot of stainless. Square the end up, put a chamfer on, put a little recess in there for the screw cutting tool to drop into, and then screw cut it. So it will be better once I get this lathe moved, and I can put I can use me proper camera mounts. This is the same threads with screw cut for the other end of the handle. But this time, instead of cutting it at 45 RPM, I'm going to do it at 100. Zero cross slide. Zero top slide. Then we just work on the right way. We'll put a poncho cut on, and we'll engage the lead screw nuts on any line on the indicator which is there. Made a couple of try runs. Going for a cut this time. I'll normally check the thread pitch to make sure it's right, but nobody else uses the lathe. Next time I've been touched, so back out into zero. Up on 2. Appears every 2 or 3 cuts to do a one without any more feed on, what they call a spring cut, just to take the spring out of the job. John, you're a rough bastard. When you need to be. Right, that's going nowhere. Be able to blend all that in. Need to cut it to length. Definitely looks like a Dalek's head, that. I reckon about there. That's the one off me Boxford lathe. Probably about there. Part that off. Just set the parting tool up so it's dead on centre height. Centre height is very important with a parting tool. If you have the parting tool above centre height, it won't cut, and below centre height, it'll dig in. And the job tries to right over the top of the parting tool. You've got to keep the feed on when you're parting up, and not go all the way through. Just about there. You must get a chuck key in it. Right, all I want's a nice light skim on there. Face that, a nice little radius on there, and then blend it all in with a bit of emery, and that should be the job done. See, I'm using a small bit of tape that can't possibly wrap around the job, but you're still got to be very careful what you're doing. Some nice thin aluminium here that will protect the brass against the chuck jaws. I was doing a Loctite at him, but I don't think it'll need it, quite honestly. Give it a whirl, see what it's like. Touch of oil, can't hurt anything. That feels nice. You can get plenty of, you can get that plenty tight enough. You can see the handles are both away from the chuck. That's excellent. Hopefully the lathe will be moved by this Sunday. The Boxford sold, so that will be going away, and this lathe is going across where the Boxford has been, and I can get my camera set up again, hopefully get some nice close-up shots. Once again, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for clicking the subscribe button, and a special thanks for all the well wishes that have come in for my wife Debs. Thanks very much. Once again, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for clicking the subscribe. Bollocks, man, you idiot.